Bad form, Jaden. He's got very bad form. That's it. Don't care who's in charge. Old Travis Thatcher would not be welcome. Hell no, says Connor. Yeah. Hell no, says Stephanie. Hell no. Hell no. No. Yeah. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. I'm with you, guys. I don't really think he's ever going to play United again. The days are probably numbered, but I guess there is still an outside tiny percentage that he comes back to this club in the summer league if there's a new manager and get on front. There could be some sort of olive branch reached out there. I don't know. But either way, it's a good piece of news. It's not the news we wanted really when it comes to like United getting players. We're obviously not doing that much business in this January window, outside of the later. But right now, we're just getting rid of a player who shouldn't be here and has been showing for us. So I guess that's good. The flop has gone. See you later on, Jaden. No one gives a shit, man. You bottled it, and it's time to go. Is he going to be flying today? It looks like it. They've obviously 60 minutes before the show starts says that Jadon Sancho is expected to travel today ahead of joining Borussia Dortmund for Man United on the straight loan for the rest of the season. Anticipation is that the 23-year-old winger is one to go available. 23! So he's still only 23. Think about the amount of potential this guy still has. Yeah, you might have a bit of a shit attitude if you can sort that out. The talent's there. He's done some great things in the past. I mean, I remember a spell for a couple of years thinking we were going to end up with this guy, Sancho, who was going to do sort of what I do better to do in a Real. That's what I was hoping he would go and do. Just go on and kick on a couple of the greatest players around, or at least of his generation. He's looking like potential like he will be one of the best of the generation. It's really not like that at all. He's a complete bottle merchant. But as players go, he's still got massive potential. He's still got a bright future again if he sorts himself out, I suppose. So yeah, still super young, isn't he? Although 23 years of age, he looks a bit older than 23. You know, he's not quite Luke Littler or anything, but you know, he's about 26. This guy, better carry yourself. But no, Jadon Sancho, fair play to him. He's shy to United, good at Dortmund. He'll probably go there and do bits.
I don't know if you can hear the background. This cunt never done nothing in his life, never achieved anything in his life. Oh, he does criticize. I like you, man. Just you must sit there and watch me, and you obviously got some issues. I'll sit here and do exactly what you watch you and really criticize you too, and have things against you and watch you just the same. You want to sit there and watch me and don't like me. I sit there and watch you and don't like you, man. Either. Simple, isn't it? This guy, all he does is criticize. Like, all he does is talk about Sancho. Yeah, like he's never said one good thing about Sancho. Harry Maguire, just the same. I mean, they never said anything good. Oh, Harry Maguire and can't remember what the Scottish guy's called. They start scoring and playing good. All of a sudden, they're singing praises. I don't like these type of people. I've got the right to dislike them for things they do, just like they dislike me for things I do. I do hold the right, and I maintain that right, and I will exercise that right. I don't like human like, but
United fail these players as much as they fail the club. Yeah, well, in some ways, mate, in some ways, there's a lot of turmoil over the years at United. The coaches, the chopping and changing going on there, the issues with regards to the ownership and the toxicity just that surrounds the football club because of that. There's a lot of problems in this football club. It's not the easiest club to play for. And then if you're a new player coming in, you've got to try and slot in and eat up that pressure and perform. And the club's not performing, the team's not performing, but you've got to come in and try and perform and make the team better. And there's a lot of pressure on these players' shoulders. Think of players like Matt Latoya who struggled since he's come in. He's still right, to be fair, but he's not exactly scored a heck of a lot of goals, particularly in the Premier League. That is because he's a young player. He's coming in and you don't have a good settled team that's playing well, and he's not getting the service, and he's also got too much expectation on him. He should be playing second mantle to another more senior striker who's got the experience to do the business for United at the top there in the Premier League.
these guys, I don't know who would want these guys as friends, associates. I don't know who would interact with them, but these guys. And I think that's why they've gone around and said all the things they've said about me over the years. It's because they themselves, people wouldn't want to be around people. Because I wouldn't want to be around somebody like that. Because these guys claim to be Manchester United supporters. And all they do is criticize the team, the club, everything. It's just constant criticism. But, like people who claim to be a friend, they never give you an encouraging word. They never say something nice. They're just waiting. You know what I mean? You know when somebody's just waiting for you to fail, and so they can say, "Ha ha, he's not good," or they always knew that he would have been shit, or he's a flop, he's a failure. Yeah, I mean, you have people who stay around people like that, innit? Obviously, them things will never work out for them when it comes to me. Because I'll just jump to something else and succeed at that. But these guys have never succeeded at anything in their lives. But, like, I've seen man out here like making like reference to being overweight and stuff like that. I'm thinking, like, bro, have you ever seen yourself? Like, you have some people like that. Like the other day, I went somewhere and somebody made a comment about that some people should work smart and not hard. So I looked at them and I thought, I've heard that before. I've heard people saying that before. So I took it personal. I feel like, all right, so these people are going around telling people these things and they're making slight digs. But I was about to respond to her, because it was a woman who said it. I was about to respond to her, then I started to look at her how she was dressed. I'm thinking, like, yeah, you know, even worth the response, innit? You really don't. Because she's neither working smart now, hard. Look at you ever know them people like that? They don't dress good every day, but even when they put the effort in, they still don't look good. It's one of them type of people. Yeah. I'm thinking like, yo, you're one of them people that needs to go and have surgery, innit? And I doubt it will help her, innit? And they're gonna make comments like that. I don't care how nobody sees that, innit? I've heard it more than enough time to realize, well, the reference is directing towards me that I should work smart and not hard. I think, yeah, you people know nothing about me. Never mind, you're not even in the same fucking universe that I live in. Never mind commenting about what I do and how I do it. You get me? Innit? They're not even the same universe, man. I could dare they comment about anything I do. But she's like how I see this guy here, innit? That's on the TV. I see him and her, they're the same type of people. They do nothing, they've achieved nothing, never done nothing, nothing, absolutely nothing. And they're the biggest criticizers, innit? And I've noticed that about people. People who do nothing criticize the most. Is that what they say? Empty barrels make the most noise, isn't it? It's such a true statement. People don't agree with it. But I kind of do at the same time, innit? Empty barrels do make a lot of noise. You guys have never done nothing in their lives, and all they do is sit there lying in wait, waiting for somebody to fall, flop, or fail at something that they've tried. You don't have the balls to do anything with their lives more than criticize. They stay in a safe little box and it allows them to criticize others. That's all it does. So guess what? Nobody criticizes them because they never try to do anything. So they'll never be criticized, but you allow them to do the criticizing. I know I'd rather be the one who's criticized than the one who criticizes others. You man are not men, brother. I mean, you man are not men. You man not even. In football terms, we shouldn't even be on the same pitch. For a decade, but we should not be on even the same pitch. So this guy just goes in about Jadon Sancho all the time, claiming that Sancho is a flop. Yeah, I don't agree with that. Sancho was not given a fair chance by Eric Ten Hag. Eric Ten Hag tried to make himself into something that he wasn't. Ten Hag is a flop in my opinion. You get me? He tried to make himself into something that he simply wasn't, and by pushing Anthony ahead of Sancho, yeah, he pushed Anthony ahead of Sancho. Sancho has the right to disagree with Ten Hag, whether he's the boss or not. You do maintain that right. If you go to a job, if you're working in Tesco, and your manager tells you something to do something that's not in your job description, do you have the right to, I guess, say something or do something? Most people would go and file a complaint against the boss or do some claim against it. In the football world, they don't really have that little. They don't have that, I guess, luxury go and claim against the boss because the nature of the job. Sancho couldn't go and take in Ten Hag or Manchester United to court for it's just the nature of the job. Ten Hag didn't give him a fair chance. And then obviously these guys' brains are so thick they can't see anything more. Their first is the brains come up with he flopped, he flopped, he flopped. Well this guy, this fucking cunt, he sat on his TV every day on his channel. This guy's got a channel for 10 years, bro. And after fucking 10 years, this guy he's still nobody. He's still a nobody after 10 years. And has the audacity to call someone a flop. I don't know. These guys are crazy, man. Like, these guys are mad. Bro. I mean, this guy's been on YouTube for 10 years, bro. And he's achieved nothing out of it after 10 years. Yeah, it makes sense. That's why I don't pay attention to people, but like those who like to criticize usually do nothing. Innit? They have never done nothing, never will do nothing. Because when you try things, you'll always be criticized. I guess we figure out who are the people who criticize those who try, those who don't try. Yeah, I realized that this guy's been on this thing for 10 years. Yo, I wish to God I knew Jadon Sancho personally. I wish I knew him personally. Because what I fucking done, I've gone to him and showed him this guy. I say, yo, bro, this guy just keeps chatting shit about you, you know. Listen to the things that he says. Jadon Sancho is that good of a footballer that Manchester United gave him a fat contract. And every day this guy complains about his contract, innit? Oh, he was paid too much money. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Every day he does that. Every time the Sancho subject comes up, he talks about the kid's wages. You get me, innit? And I realize he's a hater, blood. Like, he's on YouTube for fucking 10 years. And after the 10 years, he hasn't got 1 week's wages for Sancho. No wonder he's complaining. I rate these guys. I got no respect for these guys. And these are the people who agree with them. So trust me, every man are nothing good. So these little taxi guys about here who are trying to overcharge me 10p. Yeah, I pity you, man. Yeah. You ain't never done nothing in your life. You never will do nothing. And what you're doing is the best of what you can ever do, good lad. And that's just the reality of it. You man mean nothing, man. You get me, innit? That's what you man are insignificant roaches. And I'm very sorry to say, and sorry to offend. I know that a few stray rounds are gonna hit a few people that did nothing wrong to me. But there's a few of these people I come across all the time that's constantly trying to get one over me. But look at the position that they look at what their ceiling is in this world. Yeah? Nobody bothers them. Nobody complains about them. Nobody tries to boycott them. Nobody tries to bar them. Nobody fucking even know who they are. Yeah? And they have the audacity to want to criticize who I am. Dude. At least people know who I am, and nobody knows nobody for no reason. But people obviously know who I am because I've done something. One could argue is somewhat of an importance. Nobody's bothering these guys, boycotting and complaining. Nobody's fucking with these guys, and these men have maximum freedom in this world. And the best of what they have done is that. Hey, why would I concern myself? Yeah, why would I concern myself about your conversations? You get me? What have you man done? The same reason they know me to criticize me is the same reason I don't know them. Like these man had their ultimate freedom, and what did they take in? What's the best they could do in life? And they had the audacity to criticize me. But like, sometimes I've got to answer some people, innit? And yeah, it sounds offensive, but you will be in it. I guess it's the truth. Nobody is stopping you, man, from doing nothing out there in this world. And look at what you chose to do. It's the best of you that is. That's the best version of yourself. You have no business coming involved with my life, or you have no business even knowing who I am, innit? Personally.
Why won't you go somewhere and play football elsewhere? Why are we stuck with players who don't want to go until the end of their contract? It's not all about the money for these guys, is it?
Listen, that's what all he talks about is people's money. Yeah, I said money is not that important. Because there's certain things in this world, if you have the capability, you can do it without money. I believe if you're good at something, you should be paid accordingly. Simple as that. That's what my belief is. You don't do it for the money, but you don't do it for free either. Simple as that. You don't do it for the money, but you don't do it for free either, bro. Yeah. This guy's been on YouTube for 10 years, bro. And all he does is just criticize the kid. Like, I put myself in that situation. You know, like, yeah, where was this guy when Sancho was going to training, working hard, doing everything it took? Yo, in this country, millions of kids get up every day and try to make it professional. Yeah. So by the very definition, yeah, very definition, if you have a brain in your head, Sancho is the best of the best in his era, in his group, and at his age. And the kid got a contract. Why did this guy get to sit on YouTube and chat shit about the guy, innit? Like, no matter what, Sancho has achieved something that he could never possibly achieve. Because what? He's like 30 odd years old. Sancho is what, 23 now? He could never achieve that again, you get me? Innit? So, by, by definition, I don't think it should be allowed to criticize people. You people want something to do with your life. Stop men like them criticizing people that have no business in it. You should be criticized by your peers, man, not by other people who have never done nothing. I'm very sorry. That's how I see it. It's just like in the courthouse, you're judged by your peers, but in these situations, you should be judged by your peers, innit? You're not even in the same realm, innit? Like, I mean, I know Sancho don't know who the fuck this guy is. He have no clue who this guy is. I'm very sure of it. But I sit there and have to listen to it, and then I obviously make certain things relative, innit? Why a lot of people don't try anything in this world is because you have people like this, innit? A lot of people get beaten down, innit? And if they only knew the truth about the people behind the computer screen beating them down, they wouldn't let people stop them, bro. That's why I never let you people stop because I know the truth about you, man. People with things going on in their lives would not have the time to take notice of or know who the fuck I am. Everybody who knows who I am, they got nothing going on. I mean, most excitement they're going to get in their lives. You know, they'll never have another situation like this to take part in. It's the best of them, innit? And it's the truth, isn't it? Like you shouldn't criticize people. I realize a lot of people don't try in this world and just give up in it. It's because these people come out in their mass amount, innit? You know what I mean? They come out like a fucking Roman army. You get me in it? Because on average, more people never try than the people who do. That's what inventors, entrepreneurs, philosophers. That's why these people are known, innit? Is because they are very few and apart, and the shit that they have to deal with by being that way. It's just a bunch of people who don't do anything with their lives. And when you finally break through and you do something, you create something, then them same people who are criticizing you now wants to secretly go and buy the shit that you tried to build. I like you people, man. I know it's some man, blood. Some man's got their freedom, blood. Some man sold out and got what they got. Some man never did even that. I even respect the sellouts more than I respect these guys. Because guess what? They would sell out, but they just have nothing to sell. You get me? They have nothing to sell. They would sell out, but they have nothing to sell. So all they're left with, and the only thing they can do is group together and criticize and disagree. Innit? If you go through history, you find a lot of people who people disagree with. But if you check the people who disagree with them, they've reached their ceiling on life. Innit? Because if you're somebody who's trying, you're never going to see somebody else trying and disagree with them. The most you're going to do is fight against them and have a rivalry against them. We're never really going to criticize their every move. Every time I turn this thing on, this guy calling the kid a flop. You get me? And I don't see Jadon Sancho as a flop. Ten Hag give the flop to me, innit? And I publicly will say I think Ten Hag is the flop at Manchester United. I do believe that. He came in, the media, the Sky Sports and all, and blew him up. Oh, He's this disciplinarian, blah blah blah. Nobody wants a fucking disciplinarian, bro. It's not the 1970s and 80s. Nobody wants that around them anymore. People want to be allowed to live their lives and make their own choices. And Ten Hag just isn't the manager for all that. You know what I mean? You don't bring the best out of certain people that way. The guy's a dinosaur, bro. The guy's prehistoric. And most of the guys who run this country, run Jamaica, and run quite a few countries, they're fucking old men, bro, that need to retire, bro. Because they're ruining it for everyone, innit? So it is, isn't it? They're just a bunch of old men that just want to ruin it for the younger guys. You get me? You know? And that's why there's so much rebellious kids and people nowadays. Yeah. That's why everybody under a certain age is rebellious and defiant. It's because it's just a bunch of old guys and women who came from a prehistoric time who think, oh, everyone should behave like them. Nah, I don't believe in the chaos theory at all. I don't believe in that. I know that people actions drive actions. You get me? Innit? Your dictatorship of your regime, people will rebel against you. Yeah, that's how I see it. You know why I set people free? Every partner I've ever had as a female, every girlfriend I've ever had, I don't tell them what to do. I don't tell them what to wear. Obviously, there's certain things that they do and wear that I don't like. But I look past it and say, well, yeah, because I do things that they don't like either. So I don't practice on telling them what to do. I don't hit the women and abuse women. I don't curse at them. If they start an argument over a period of days and pisses me off, of course I'm gonna argue back until they shut up. Yeah, simple. But I don't tell them what to do. Why? Because I don't like being told what to do either. You get me? Innit? If we're meant to be, we're meant to be. You get me? Innit? But you have some of these little cunts out here. You get me? Innit? Like they do nothing with their life but fucking criticize it. They reach their peak. They've been doing the same job for the last 30 fucking years, and that is where it ends for them. You get me? They retire in that job, innit? If they like their job, so be it, innit? But they don't like people who can, like, multitask and jump from one thing to the other. They don't like it because it makes them feel like it makes them feel, what's the word? Insecure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It makes them feel insecure. It makes them feel bad about themselves, innit? And you don't know who these people are. They sit there and watch you and feel insecure about themselves, feel like they have achieved nothing, feel like they have done nothing. And then they come and attack you for it. Well, I attack you right back, blood. I come right back at you, innit? I'm not like what you're used to. You people are used to attacking people, and the person backs down and apologizes. I'm coming at your throat for it, blood, innit? I mean, because guess what? Just like you don't like certain things and people make you feel bad, you attack them for it. I try my shit. Whether I fail or not, it have nothing to do with you. Mind your fucking business. Simple, innit? If you come at me, I'm coming back at you. And trust me, you won't like the things I've got to say. Trust me, you won't like the things I've got to say. Because I'll make you feel even worse. If you felt you spent a thought small before, trust me, brother, I'll molecule you. It's like that movie, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, you get me? Yeah. You need a microscope to find yourself and I've done with some of you people. Some of you people have done nothing. And all you do is criticize people. You screaming for me to be cancelled. I got no reason to be cancelled. I don't really fuck with social media like that, first of all. So you can't cancel me because I don't really use social media like that. So there's no cancelling of me. You can try to boycott me all you want. I'll just create something. You can't even boycott anyway. I'm just like that. But some of you man have had so much freedom. And what have you done with it? The best you have done is become a show for people. And yeah, I mean that in a very derogatory way. Because you man violated it. Trust me not. You wanna say I'm cheap, but you're a chauffeur. What's the point? Some of you are butlers as well. But you man are live in hell. You wanna help, blood, nothing else. Yeah. I don't feel like you can diss me because I'm styling and worse. But trust me. But this kid, blood, he always talks about Sancho. I don't like it. Sancho. Millions of kids every year try to make it professional. Plenty of them end up in hospital, depressed, mental problems, and even worse because they didn't make it. Sancho was one of them that made it. You can't criticize the kid no matter fucking what happens in this world. He's achieved something that 1% of the country, only 1% of the kids achieve. Simple as that. You can't criticize him. He's done it. It doesn't matter what he does after. He got there in the end, didn't it? You know what I mean? He did what many of us could. And I support people who try, even when the odds is against them. And I also fight against those who try to hold people down anyway. But the reality of it, you're no more crab in a barrel than me, yeah. At least I tried it. That's how I look at life. And if you swing your axe, I'm gonna swing mine right back in. So now if I out here, if you criticize me, I'll criticize you, and trust me, I'll make you not even want to go to that job tomorrow. Yeah, every day you go to that job, you're going to sit there looking at yourself. Yeah, that's what human deserve. Don't rate human. Bro. This guy, Ronaldo came and look what Ronaldo did for Manchester United when Sir Alex Ferguson was there. He came back, he scored, what was it, 17 goals a season. Ten Hag came in, and all of a sudden, Ten Hag can't, Ronaldo couldn't perform. So if the great Ronaldo, the great Cristiano Ronaldo, couldn't score under Ten Hag's management, how can Sancho be a flop? Because if one of the most experienced goal scorers the world has ever seen, a man at the time who had 500 and what was it, 546 goals at the time. When Ten Hag came to manage him, Ronaldo's already scored 546 goals. He scored 100 and what was it? I don't know the exact down to the last digit, but he scored something like 130 headers, 200 and something off his left foot, like 50 long shots and bicycle, like acrobatic stuff. Before you met Ten Hag, before Ronaldo knew who Ten Hag was, that's what Ronaldo did. Ten Hag came, and Ronaldo somehow just couldn't work with Ten Hag, couldn't perform. Ten Hag then tried to ice out and isolate Ronaldo and try to show the world that, oh, he is the big man. And guess what? Ronaldo ended up leaving the club. This cunt as well started to say nobody is bigger than Manchester United. I'm thinking, what is this guy saying? You get me? I'm thinking, like, is this guy even right in his head? You get me, innit? It actually pissed me off, innit? Like, I can't even do what I'm doing on the screen because it actually pisses me off. Yeah? If you go and look at Ronaldo's stats before Ten Hag, Ronaldo is one of the greatest goal scorers the world has ever seen. A man who knows where the goal is and have put that ball in the net any way you think is physically possible. That guy has broken the laws of physics in every way, shape, and when it comes to goal scoring. But he couldn't do it on a Ten Hag. He left and he went to Saudi Arabia, and apparently, I didn't check for myself. Apparently, now Ronaldo is the top scorer in world football, not in Europe, in world football. He is the striker with the most goals in the world. So when before Ten Hag came, he scored. He had probably his but joint. It's actually yeah. Before Ten Hag came, he has the most overall career goals. The year before Ten Hag came, he scored 17 goals on the Oli Solskjaer. Ten Hag came, he somehow couldn't do it. Everyone said, "Oh, he's washed up." He fucked up from Manchester United, and now he's leading the world game with the most goals in the world for the season. And it weren't Ronaldo was the problem. Then, that don't make sense to me. The problem is obvious. So if Ronaldo couldn't perform under Ten Hag, and when you get older in football, you get smarter because experience, and he couldn't do it on a Ten Hag. So then, why do we expect Sancho to do any better? Is anybody flourishing at that club under Ten Hag? No, not one standout player under Ten Hag. Not one of them. Why? Because Ten Hag's not a good manager. Ten Hag wants to be a dictator. I was gonna say something then, but I don't. I think I won't say that. Ten Hag should have gone to. Yeah. I wish the roles with Ronaldo and Ten Hag swapped. But since Ten Hag wants to be like that, they should swap roles, innit? I think it would be much better, innit? It would have worked out better for him. But what he's doing don't make sense. He's gonna lose that job before he knows it. You get me? He will lose that job before he knows it because he's not good. He bought Anthony. What's he called? Manchester City bought Haaland, yeah, which was second top goal scorer to Lewandowski for $53 million. Yeah, the dynamic duo over there was Sancho, Haaland, Royce, Brandt. I think Dembele was there at the time. I think Dembele might have been there after. And there's another one in it. Yeah, they were all playing together. Yeah, and you're telling me United got Sancho because Sancho was a little bit more expensive because he's an out. He's like like in the middle of the pitch player. He's British, so it's a bit more expensive than Holland. Well, Holland went for 53 million. Sancho went for 73. And fucking Anthony went for $83 million. Why did United buy Anthony for $83 million? Ten Hag is the worst manager in the history of football. Because I don't understand what's going on there. Innit? He bought Anthony for $83 million. Yeah, he bought Mason Mount for was it $60 million and bought Onana for 50. And none of them worked out. He spent $400 million in what? This is his second season. Yeah. So in 2 seasons, $400 million. Has anyone seen any improvement? It's obviously not. It weren't Ronaldo's fault. It weren't Sancho's fault. Who else did he blame? I can't even remember who else he blamed. He probably blamed other people. But it weren't. Obviously, now we can all say it weren't Ronaldo's the issue. Sancho, we can say obviously Sancho is not the issue. It is. It's obviously him. $400 million, and the team has not improved. The team going backwards. It's because he's a dictator. He's not a manager. He wants to say. He just wants to swing his weight around. That's it. And I think it needs to be said. I really do think it needs to be said that he's just trying to swing his weight around. I really feel like he's scamming United personally. Yeah, I think massive ego. I think he's got a massive ego. I hope, truthfully, I'm a United supporter, die-hearted United supporter. Well, I hope they allow Sancho to play against United because look at it now. These lot are criticizing. Sancho is gone now. Sancho's going to get to play the Champions League because I'm sure Borussia Dortmund is still in the Champions League. United flopped in the Champions League. And now under Ten Hag, Ten Hag don't like Sancho, but a Champions League team came for Sancho. I don't really add up to me. I don't care about the kid's attitude. What you say and do off the pitch has nothing to do with what you do on the pitch. You get me? And I hope he goes to Borussia Dortmund, and I hope he fucking burns it down there. Yeah. And then we'll all look at Ten Hag. Bye bye. I don't rate Ten Hag. What he does, I don't understand what he's trying to do there. I think he's more trying to be like a a dictator type figure. You know what I mean? Like, no, I don't think so. Like I say, there's ways to get people to respect you without the excessive and extreme punishment, and because that's all he does. That's all I see him do. He constantly punishes these grown men. You get me? Innit? That's all he does. He doesn't. He hasn't done anything more than punish these players. That's all I see him doing. I don't know the man personally. I really don't. But based on the news and what you see online about United, It seems like he gets a kick out of punishing people, doesn't he? He really does get a kick out of it. Because you can't look at the great Ronaldo in modern times. Name one football fan that doesn't know who Ronaldo is. And Ten Hag had the cheat to treat Ronaldo like that. I don't know how they didn't fucking pitchfork him. They get me. And he says a lot about Manchester United supporters. It does say a lot. It really does. It shows that 90% of them, if not all of them, don't have any loyalty. Because Ronaldo was a United player long before a lot of us knew who the fuck Ten Hag was. So how do we support Ten Hag in doing that? I don't. You people are strange, but I say you. I'm not the person you might want to criticize, but yeah, trust me, I critique you into the floor, but I really will. I don't understand what kind of we all knew. I grew up watching Ronaldo play football. Yeah, I'm 33 years old. I watched Ronaldo as a young youth, innit? I mean, I remember when Ronaldo's first game. I remember when he used to wear them big shiny ears. I remember when he used to have the mohawk. Remember Ronaldo them times, innit? When fucking Van Nistelrooy and Rooney was like the big man at the club. Ronaldo just coming in to play. I remember the Champions League game when he was at Sporting and they're having to kick Ronaldo down all the fucking time because he was just running rings around it. Who the hell was Ten Hag? You people disloyal, but like that's why your words mean nothing to me. But like it's like that song that Sam Smith sing. I'm covering my ears like a kid. You people wonder why this what you people did here don't mean nothing to me. It's because I know you're disloyal. Eh? I really know. I see it all the time. You people supported Ten Hag over Ronaldo. Ronaldo's won Champions Leagues with United. Like the glory days that you people are all wishing to come back. Ronaldo was one of the biggest part of it when he came in. So how the fuck did you man end up supporting this guy? And what has this guy done for United? Are you man a dickhead, bro? I rate you man, innit? You man a waste man, but you need to hear it. You're not like I say, there's a saying, don't throw stones in living glass houses. Bro. You man are fucking what's the word? Traitors, bro. Yeah, that's it. You man fucking traitors. Bro. Before the Flying Dutchman came to United, the only Flying Dutchman I knew was Robin van Persie. I don't know what the Flying Dutchman is. Like, I don't know who Ten Hag used to leave. Take Anthony with him as well. Man, piss me off. Everybody who agrees with you, man, and your sentiment, I just hate it, but nothing. You will never achieve nothing, and you have reached your ceiling in this world. But, you know what I mean, that's you, man, have literally reached the peak, innit? When they say the sky is the limit, you, man, have met your sky, but that's it for you, man. You get me? You, man, ain't NASA, and you, man, ain't space explorer. You, man, have reached your fucking ceiling out there, man. You, man, I hate it. If Ronaldo could not perform under Ten Hag, how did anybody expect Sancho to? You know what I mean? See, the thing about Alex Ferguson, why we all loved Alex Ferguson wouldn't publicly criticize his players under any circumstances. Never. I've never seen in all my life. I've watched as many games as I could have watched while living in Jamaica, and I've never seen Alex Ferguson speak bad about any of his players. Alex Ferguson would avoid that camera if he could. The most he'd see him do is chew his bubblegum. That's it. He'll avoid that camera if he could, innit? Because he ain't gonna say nothing about his place. And he certainly wouldn't try and embarrass them publicly. He doesn't. He's not like that. That's why I brought on that phantom story today. It's because some people just understand. Even when they've got the power, you don't need to be like that because you cause conflict. So I sit here and watch Ten Hag leave. Ten Hag has already failed. He dropped out of the Champions League. Already failed, yeah. For United to drop out of the Champions League, I can't remember many a times that would have happened. Ten Hag has created history, bro. Criticizing his players, talking about hard work, this and hard work, that, but couldn't manage them. So if you know your players aren't working hard, you are the manager. If you know they don't like working hard, should you not come up with a plan that's conducive to the style of play that your teams have? Okay, cool. They are not bust your lung hard workers. Then come up with a plan that matches their play style. Fucking come up with a plan that matches their play style. That's a manager. That's what a manager fucking does. Yeah. I don't really tell you. Tell you I got for me. I'm not gonna stop saying it. Tell you I got. I don't care how he feels. Yeah. He did not care how what he was doing to Sancho. He didn't care how he felt. He didn't care how anybody felt. Tell you I got. Can't have people like that leading you because it's just gonna be risk after risk after risk. You can't be like that. Innit? That's how you man know what you man did here has no effect on me. But I pretty much laugh at you man every day. But the truth is, you man are not what you think you are. Innit? You man are just haters. You man never tried anything and settled for a life that was easy and that's it. And then you want to criticize other people. You want me to think what you man are doing is hard. Nah, you man settled for an easy way. You get me? Yeah. I respect you, man, but that's simple. And Ten Hag is the embodiment of you people. That's it. He wants to put his inadequacy and blame everybody around him but himself. Uh, me, if I can't do something, I try and try until I can, or I move on and do something different. I don't blame people for what I did. I hate us, but I fucking hate us, man. You man piss me off. All you do is criticize others. So yes, I'm sure I'm putting criticism back your way. And yes, you should be upset. You should be fuming. And it's a lesson, it's a lesson in humility. Shut the fuck up. Simple. That's what I'm saying in the nicest way. Allow people to try and fail and stay out of it because you don't have the balls to try and fail. Let other people do it, innit? Don't come here with your regime of trying to make it difficult for others because you couldn't do it. So then Mother Nature will just send people like me, sort of reminder, shut to the mountain. Simple. Everything you man try to make difficult for me, I make it look easy. Why? Because I don't care what you people think. Yeah. If I don't even know, I won't even recognize if I fail to get me. Because I genuinely don't care. I'm gonna do it and try my best at it. And in my head, my best is good enough for me, but I don't care what you think either. Simple as that. My best is good enough for me, but you man are weak. And even you women who are involved in are weak as well. So those are you weak people, but we're scared to try something yourself. And when other people tries it, you all of a sudden you're brave. When somebody else try it, you're not brave. I want to fight them, but you couldn't go out there and try something on your own out of fear or criticism. I don't give a fuck what you people say about me, but it really doesn't matter. I really don't care less about what you people say. Oh, start. You're not eating nothing, man. Get it. Stop banging at the door. Man, I hate it, but I bought this dog from this woman in Sheffield, and they purposely like encouraged like bad behavior from the dog, thinking that oh he's gonna fail at this. And nah, I control the dog, bro. I literally tell the dog what to do, and the dog knows exactly what I'm saying. When I say go in, he actually goes in. He understands what I'm telling him to do. And I didn't use any aid. I didn't look at nothing. I just did it on my own. You guys are haters, bro. They can't do anything in this world. Everything there. That's why they're always trying to get me to pay, and overpay because they can't do anything for themselves. They've got to pay for it for somebody else to do it for them, innit? And they don't like it. Like I just walk into a situation and it just seems to constantly work for me. But haters, but it always works out for me, but and that's what they suck, yeah, mother kind of thing. These man haters, but I said it's obvious to me. It couldn't be any more obvious why they're the way they are. They try to justify, oh, like this is just the way the system is. I'm buying that, but why you man are, it's where you man are prick. You man never did anything in this world. You man will never remember anything more about your immediate family and friends. That's it. Your memory and who you are dies with your friends and family. But that's why you man shit. Your memory, your bad memories will die with you and your family. But that's it, innit? Forgotten. That's why you don't like people who do anything outside of the norm. It's because your memories and who you are dies with your family. As you man, I hate it. This little kid that's always chatting his mouth for 10 years he's been on YouTube. And I don't know if it doesn't register in his brain who is the bigger flop. Then Sancho gets paid 300 and something thousand pounds a week. And he's basically on a vacation. I call that a win, blood. You get me? Well, you just have to turn up the training, kick a ball around, and don't do anything, and you get 300 or whatever grand a week. That's a win in anybody's book, blood. If people are honest with themselves, country's winning, but definitely. But this kid, 10 years on YouTube, and he done nothing with it. I'm not a YouTuber. I don't care about YouTube. Just the way I talk, the things I talk about. You obviously know I don't care about the YouTube thing like that. Because if I did, I wouldn't say fuck this company and fuck that company. I wouldn't talk like that. I'd kiss ass, you get me? I don't care about it. Because this is not where my life is. My life does not end at YouTube. This is no disrespect to YouTube. It's just not something that I'm going to do or want to do. For some people, I do mean the actual offense. I do mean to offend it. I think you people are a bit like getting out of hand. Yeah, some man for good. Leave people alone, let them do what they let their lives. Let them live their life. You man are pussies, but you know what I mean? Everything about these guys are fake. But they're fake bad boys, fake gang. They're just fake everything. You know what I mean? They want to be a gang and don't have the balls to go and do gang shit. You get me? Yeah. So they become an informant gang who stitches people up. Oh, yeah, they stitch you up. They get caught now. They're hiding now. They're begging the police to come and help them. They're bitches, blood. I tell you what, these guys are fake, they're like snakes. Don't rate you, man, but they don't do nothing. They don't do nothing the correct way. You get me? Everything is backhanded and under the table, blood. Like the rest, but they want to pretend to be some gang that should be fair, and but then okay, they want to fuck with you when you don't know that they're fucking with you. When you find out that they're fucking with you, they run to the police, and you're thinking like, there you go, innit? They're fake, but they want to criticize you. Then they don't want you to know who they are, so you can criticize them too. They don't want nothing to happen to them. They just want to fuck with people and then run into hiding like the rats. Innit? I don't like these guys. I don't rate you, man. I don't care where you man come from, what you look like. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you're a good, another stand up on what they believe in, but yeah, don't throw stones if you live in a glass house. Man. Plenty of people have said shit about me in my life. I don't care, but the bad man thing. Bad man know who he's shooting at. He knows who his enemies are. You get me? You man are nothing but like you man are the worst of society. Just that's my opinion. You man are the worst of society. Go and ask any person out there active in the streets. They know who their enemies are. They know them. They know them by name and face. That way, there's no misidentification. Yeah. Alright, you man. You man pussies. You man are just troublemakers in my personal opinion. But personal opinion. You man are the reason why innocent people get hurt. That's the reality of the situation. That's why you need to be fucking put in place. I ain't no gang or nothing. Bitches. Yeah, man. These guys do get on my nerves. One bunch of people who has never had anybody bother them or interrupt their life. I still didn't achieve anything. And they're the people who like to boycott others. The irony of that is crazy. The people who like to boycott, it's never anybody who's done anything with their lives. It's always the people who have achieved nothing. They're the ones who boycott people all the time. They're the ones that call for cancelling others, and it's them all the time because they don't like to see anybody do anything. I mean, they don't want to see anybody achieve anything. They don't want to see anybody do anything. But if it was up to these people, they'd kill you and take all your ideas and inventions and claim it as their own, or the world would have never moved on to anything if it really was down to these people. I've got no ratings for them. Other people might be scared. I ain't scared of you, man. Okay, how many are you there?
Just don't buy that. Bullshit. The former Emmerdale star Roxanne Pallett became one of the most hated celebrities in the UK when she appeared on Celebrity Big Brother's final series. She accused housemate and Corrie star Ryan Thomas of assault after he jabbed at her. Oh, woman beater. What? She went on to speak separately from the other housemates and told Big Brother she no longer felt safe, leading to her premature exit. Can't believe you let us stay at the Thing is, this was actually not the truth, as the viewers at home could see that he only playfully tapped her. Her overreactions caused an outpouring of sympathy for the grief-stricken Ryan and an immense backlash against her in what ultimately became the most complained
Ya saltan al campo los grandes. Inician Este es el 11 del Arsenal.
By 2022, all that was
Disfruta de todos los goles de partido.
Yeah, like got a body on me. I'm sure we're gonna be able to clear it and back and tackle it.
take you were very different. Would you describe him as a good friend? Did you trust him?
Yes, I think I probably did. But again, I don't go into a friendship looking for the wrong thing. I'm an engaging person. I want to be able to engage. I want to find out. I want to and so you have to remember that I was transitioning out from medicated. In the transition, I wanted to find out more about what was going on. Because in the Navy, it's a pretty isolated business. You're out at sea. I was going to the +1 to some extent.
Am I right in thinking you threw a birthday party for Epstein's girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell, at Sandringham?
No, shooting weekend.
A shooting weekend.
Just a straightforward shooting weekend.
You threw a shooting weekend for a woman because, as any man knows, there's nothing a girl wants to do more on her birthday than blow birds to bits with a shotgun. But are you seriously telling us that you invited
Irony.
2008, he was convicted of soliciting and procuring a minor for prostitution. He was jailed. This was your friend. How did you feel about it?
Well, I ceased contact with him after I was aware that he was under investigation. But that was later on in
See the problem there. Easy as that.
Okay, so you say that you didn't know.
When people find out you're under investigation, people cease contact with you. And it's a known fact that the police can isolate somebody and kill them off. Fuck yeah. Simple as that. When people know say they're under investigation, people don't mess with it, people stop contacting you. Anybody around you is an informant. And the police can do that to anybody. And then they can bring no charges, keep you under investigation forever and ever and ever.
It beggars belief that you care about how it would look if you broke contact with a sex trafficker over the phone. But even so, you've thrown out there and now you're out walking the park. Even if we accept that you went to see him to tell him that you couldn't see him anymore, how long does it take to say further discussion? Here for a month or
Yo, calm down, man.
He's usually desperately eager to distance himself from that person, but not you.
and by mutual agreement during that walk in the park, we decided that we would part company, and I left the next day. And to this day, I've never had any contact with him from that day forward.
What did he say when you told him that you were breaking up friendship?
He was what I would describe as understanding. He didn't go into any great depth in the conversation about what I was doing or what he was doing, except to say that he'd accepted whatever it was, plea bargain in service time, and he's carrying on with his life. She was me. And I said, yes, but I'm afraid to say that's as maybe. But with all the attendant scrutiny on me, then I don't think it is a wise thing to do.
Again, it's not because of the things that Epstein did that earned him a prison sentence. It seems to be about the process of investigation and the fact that you're the patron of children's charities, not because of what this monster actually did.
Who advised you then it was a good idea to go and did that come from the palace? Was how much it
That came from, so there were a number of people who so some people from my staff, some people from friends and family I was talking to, and I took the decision that it was, I had to show leadership and I had to go and see him and I had to tell him, that's it.
That was December of 2010.
Yep.
He threw a party to celebrate his release, and you were invited as a guest of honour.
Oh, in 2010, that certainly wasn't a party to celebrate his release in December, because it was a small dinner party. There were only 8 or 10 of us, I think, at dinner. So if there was a party, then I know nothing about that.
You were invited to that dinner as a guest of honour.
Well, I was there, so there was a dinner. I don't think it was quite as you might put it, but yeah, okay, I was there at a dinner, yeah.
Andrew appears to love to play with semantics. Whether it was a dinner, a disco, a party, or a rave, you were there after he was released from prison for sexual offences at an event he threw as his guest of honour. It doesn't matter what the event was, and you don't escape that fact by debating the type of event.
I'm just trying to work this out because you said you went to break up the relationship, and yet you stayed at that New York mansion several days. I'm wondering how long
I was doing
you were staying at the house.
Yes. It was a convenient place to stay.
Yeah, despite your patronages, despite his previous convictions, despite the seriousness of you end a friendship, you, a member of our royal family, stayed at the home of a sex trafficker, despite your patronages, because it was a convenient place to stay.
I've gone through this in my mind so many times. At the end of the day,
Specified.
But that's just the way it is.
Because during that time, those few days, young girls coming and going at the time. There is video footage of Epstein accompanied by young girls, and you were there staying in his house, catching up with friends.
I mean, if there were, then I wasn't a party to any of that. I never saw them.
Okay, so you never saw it.
I mean, you have to understand that his house, I described it more as almost as a railway station. There were people coming in and out of that house all the time.
So you didn't see anyone, but people were coming and going all the time.
What they were doing and why they were there, I had nothing to do with. So I'm afraid I can't make any comment on that because I really don't know.
Another guest was John Brockman, the literary agent.
What? The John Brockman?
Now, he described seeing you there, getting a foot massage from a young Russian woman. Did that happen?
No.
You're absolutely sure, or
Yeah.
you can't remember?
Absolutely sure.
So John Brockman's statement is false.
I don't know Mr. Brockman, so I don't know what he's talking about.
You do not have to know the guy to be able to say for sure that yes, his statement is untrue. I'm not Russian. See me. I've never had a foot massage off a young woman. I don't care who says I have, it's not true. But London's a big place.
But that definitely wasn't you getting a foot massage from a Russian girl in Jeff Epstein's house. It might seem a funny way to break off a friendship, a 4-day house party of sorts with a dinner. It's an odd way to break up a friendship.
That's a very stark way of putting it. Yes, you're absolutely right. But actually, the truth of it is that I actually only saw him for about the part of the dinner party, the walk in the park, and probably passing in the passage.
I have noticed something. Emily asks a question, Andrew then picks a specific element within that question and answers that while ignoring the main thrust of the question.
So let's go to that Central Park walk, which was snapped. Friends of yours suggest that Epstein wanted that photo taken. Perhaps he'd even set it up. Do you worry that you were being played?
Again, new information is coming out. This is suicide.